We were just listening to a little bit of a song. I didn't want to play too much because of copyright issues, but a little bit of a song by a friend of mine, Colette McClafferty, part of the band Edible Red, called Sugar in Spring. You can find it on YouTube. I'm not going to advertise the channel, but just do a search for Edible Red. The reason I'm playing that and the reason I'm talking to you now for this special take is something I want to address about the Super Bowl National Anthem. Now, I'm not going to get into the protests. I never have publicly, and I never will. That's for somebody else to talk about. But I want to talk about the choice of Pink to sing the National Anthem. Now, me, personally, I will always support the National Anthem. I will always, whoever's singing it, respect it, take my hat off, stand for that person. There have been some great editions of the National Anthem played at the Super Bowl. I mean, who could forget Whitney Houston, Super Bowl 25? And I'm sure Pink will do a great job. But the reason I bring her up when talking about Colette McClafferty is something that happened to her a few years back. Now, you can get more information on this by an upcoming book that she is writing. And if I don't know if I can give you the title or anything, so I won't. But basically, Colette filled in as a singer for a Pink tribute band. Now, who doesn't like tribute bands? I mean, I think personally the artists that get the tribute bands should love it. Something happened, one thing led to another, and again, I would let Colette get into the details on what happened. But there was a frivolous lawsuit filed against Miss McClafferty. And when I say frivolous, I mean it was the definition of frivolous. And since it involved a Pink tribute band, people reached out to Pink and Pink's people to get a comment. Now, for years, then during the lawsuit and even since then, there has never been a comment issued from Pink or her people. And we as fans of music would want to know why. Was it because of the bad publicity? Any publicity is good for celebrities, or at least so we're told. Even after the lawsuit was done, couldn't somebody have reached out and said, it wasn't right what happened to Miss McClafferty? Well, these are just my opinions. Now, I posted on Facebook earlier something about Pink doing the tribute, and I tagged Colette in it, and of course it definitely got some feedback, and I'm not going to get into everybody's comments and all that, but basically, she still wants to know why nobody said anything. And I do too, as a friend of Colette's, and as somebody who has listened to Pink in the past, although I'm not exactly the type of person that, follows Pink. I'm more into heavy metal, but I haven't listened to Pink since then, and I think her singing the National Anthem at the Super Bowl will be the first time that I have thought about it at all, of listening to her. I just see a link here. Oh, well, that has nothing to do with it. Okay. We want to know, was there a company-wide gag order through the Pink people? How do you say that? I mean, is it the Pink people or Pink's people? Anyway, other celebrities had reached out to her, to Colette, and some have tweeted. There are stories that are going to come out, I believe. Let's see. She says Colette earlier commented that A well-known wrestler reached out to her. He told her that the upper echelons of the entertainment industry were purposely ignoring the case and wanted it to be swept under the rug. Her case was seen as a bother and an inconvenience to the PR team. Well, it wasn't Colette's fault if it was a bother or an inconvenience on the PR team. Here was an innocent person just trying to make a little music, and she was named in a frivolous lawsuit, and nobody from Pink's team or other celebrities would reach out to her. It could have easily all gone away with just a simple tweet. But these are just my opinions. It's my take. Personally, if you want to know more about it, again, I would say search for Edible Red on YouTube. There is, when I did that little search for the track for Sugar and Spring, 4 songs came up. And under the Edible Red topic, you can see a nice picture of Colette from her time with Edible Red. And there's some more songs that do pop up than 4. I don't know who's publishing them, if they even have permission from Edible Red to publish them. So, I don't know. But it's good music. I always described it as kind of they had a cello, so it's kind of like pop music with a cello, like pop beats classic. And when they came to SUNY Canton to put on shows when I was the concert chair there, they were great people, and Colette was always fun to work with. And I don't know, we would like to know, why didn't somebody reach out and support her? That's my take. Hopefully this does a little good. Maybe it won't. Maybe nobody will ever see it. But until then, I'm Vinny Vincent, and that was my take.